Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. In this session, we will cover the second part of the leave formula configuration, which is validate leave request. We are referring to the same PPT, which we refer to during the accrual plan or in part 1. If we navigate through the next slide, agenda is same. We can see objectives are the same, then prerequisites are also the same. You must have completed ONF 100 and LVM 2002 training. You must have checked the configuration of videos of global values, table structure, and table values, component definition, input values, database function, and DB items. You should have knowledge of C# to write the formula, basic knowledge of Onfinity framework. Leave calculation formula use cases are the same. In the second part, we validate the leave request. If an employee applies for leave exceeding their available balance, then the system should validate the request and display an appropriate error message. Formula master configuration is also the same, and the execution steps are the same. Now let's jump into the system and start writing the formula. First of all, log in with the admin. Go to the menu folder HR Management, then General Setup, and then Formula Master. Now you can see that there are already some formulas written on the screen. So let's start writing a new formula here. For support, we have one formula structure, so you can follow while writing the formula. We will use Visual Studio to write the formula. Why have we jumped to Visual Studio? Because the formula is written in C#, you will get the proper structure, and if you have any syntax errors, you will see them in Visual Studio. Before writing the formula, what you have to do is add two references. One is the core library, and the second one is VA058 SVC. These libraries contain classes that will support you in writing the formula here. Let's now see the structure of the formula. First, we have helper classes and namespaces. The second one is the name of the class. It should be the same as the name of the formula. I will explain when I paste this formula on the formula master screen. As you can see, I have mentioned V1 here, because every time we change something in the formula, we increase the version. When I have changed something in this formula or in the logic, then V1, V2, V3 provides the updated formula definition when executing the accruals. The next one we have is the get method, having one parameter, a DB item, and the return type of this method is string. So, you can return the string value, and these string values can be multiple and separated by a comma. So you can return multiple values. First of all, we have to initialize the variables, so we have to check the gender. String gender is equal to a blank string. We must check if employee is male, then he is not eligible for maternity leave. And gender is equal to using dbi.getDBitem employee gender. If gender is male, then you will get M in gender, and it's female, then you will get the F in gender variable. If gender is male, then we can return the error message. Result equal to, if we are returning the error message, then false dot to string, concatenated with error message. You can write that message here, dbi.printerror. You can add your message key here. If an employee is on probation, then it will return the false and the error message. Initialize variable for this string assign status. We have to check the assignment status. Using dbi.getDBitem, we will check the assignment status. If assigned status is equal to P, then we will return the false and the print error. We can return multiple strings here, so it should be separated by this comma print error message. If an employee is on probation, then it will not save the record. After that, we will validate the leave request. Define the variables. Date time, abs date is equal to null and abs edate is equal to null. Abs date is equal to, you will get it from dbi.absence, start date, and abs edate, you will get from the absence end date. Now we will get the duration. So, for duration, we have to define the variable decimal. Duration is equal to 0, and you will get the dbi.duration. After that, we will get the absence name. So how we can get? Absence name is equal to dbi.getParentValue. This is a predefined function in the formula engine, and this function has 5 parameters. First one is the column name, which is leave type VA086 underscore type. And second is the table name, VA086 underscore absence type. Third one is where column, which is your primary key of the table, VA086 underscore absence type underscore ID. The next one is the key, which is your absence ID getting from the DBI IEE dbi.absence ID. Using this, you will get the absence name. Now we will get the date of joining. First of all, we need to initialize the variable datetime DOJ is equal to null. DOJ is equal to dbi.getDBitem employee date of joining. We don't have any default value. We will pass null. We will get the service year here. Time span difference is equal to datetime.now minus date of joining.value. Then int service YR is equal to difference.total days divided by 365.25. Now we have to typecast util.get value of int. No, we have to check that absence name is null, then we must return the error message. If the exclamation string dot is null of empty absence name, then we have to write the logic. If it's null, then we have to return the error message. So how to return result is equal to false to string concatenated with comma and dbi.printerror, and write your message key here, VA086 abs name not found, and then return the result. Initialize a variable with the name of entitlement. Decimal entitlement is equal to 0. Entitlement is equal to dbi.getTableValue. This is an inbuilt function in our formula engine and has 3 parameter table name, column name, dynamic value, and the fourth one is optional if you want to pass any date you can pass. So how will we get that table name for this? Just go back to the link then. Go to the HR Management menu folder, then go to General Setup. We have a table structure screen here. I have already defined maternity leave entitlement here. The match type range and the key measure type is number. Go to the column tab column name, which is maternity leave entitlement, and the search key is also same. Now go back to the header and go to the row tab. We have defined different ranges, like 0 to 0, 1 to 5, and then 5.01 to 9999. If the low range is 0 and the upper range is 0, then it's 0. And if your low range is 1 and the upper range is 5, then it's 1. And if it's greater than 5, then it's 5. Now go to the table values. We will check the values over there. Toggle maternity leave entitlement. Then go to the column. Then go to the rows. Here we have defined the values. If in case of first user row, we have defined the value 0, and in case of second user row is 1, then the value is 45 and so on. If 5 then 90, it means if your service here is 0, then you are entitled for 0 days. If it's greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 5, then it's 45. And if it's greater than 5 years, then you are entitled for 90 days. Now copy the name from the table name paste in Visual Studio. Then we have the column name. Go back to the screen, then go to the column. Copy the column name or search key and paste in the Visual Studio. The next parameter is the dynamic value, which is service year. If it's 0, then it will check for the 0, and if it's 1, 5, or equal to 5, then it will check for that particular range and so on. This we need to typecast, because entitlement is integer. That's why we have to typecast the entitlement, which is util.getValueOfInt. After that, initialize a variable with the name of leave taken having a decimal data type. Leave taken is equal to dbi.getLeaveTaken. This is a predefined function in the formula engine. We need to pass the parameters here. The first one is the leave ID, which is your dbi.absence ID. Second parameter is the start date of this year. So, the start date will be new date time abs date comma month will be of Jan, and date is 1st of Jan. And third parameter is end date of year, which is new date time, absdate, dot value, dot year, comma month will be December, i.e. 12, and the date is 31st December. Using this, we will get the leave, taken by the employee. After that, we will check if leave taken, plus duration is greater than entitlement. Entitlement equals to entitlement minus leave taken. Then we will return the error message. Result is equal to false.toString, and this string is concatenated by comma-separated dbi.printerror. You can pass your message key here and entitlement.toString and return result. If your logic does not have any error, then finally we will return. Result is equal to true.toString, concatenated with null string because we don't have any error. So we will pass this string as null and then entitlement.toString. After that, we will return the result here. Save your logic. We will paste this logic in the formula master screen. Copy the formula name from the code and paste in the name field, then save the record, then compile. Formula complied successfully. Now go to the Leave Management menu folder and then Leave Configuration. We need to check the formula field. Select your formula and save it. First of all, we will check the accruals. Go to the employee work information. Search for the female employees. The Sampurna employee joined on 1st John 2020. Here she has completed her 5 years, so she is eligible for 90 days of leave. Go to the leave request. Now we will check. Is she able to apply for leave? Now create a leave request for Sampurna. Select the organization, select the employee. Now we will apply leave for maternity leave for her. I will apply from August. She is applicable for 90 days. Let me save the record. Applied duration and approved duration is 86. Go back to the accruals page, then check her balance. Still she's applicable for 4 days. Go back to the leave request and create one more leave for her. Now applying for 10 days. When you save the record, it will validate the request. You have exceeded your limit. You are eligible for 4 days, but you are going to apply for more than 4 days. So, using this formula master, we can validate the leave request. No, I will apply for 4 days. It will save the record. Next, we will go to the employee work information. We will search for Marinal. Check her assignment status. Her assignment status is probation, but she completed 1 year in the organization. She is on probation, so she is not applicable for the maternity leave. Let's create a leave request for her. It's showing employee is on probation. So these are the validations that we can apply on the leave request. Thank you for joining the session.